Welcome back to Pac-Man, a world in which we go to the factory level. Probably my second favorite world in the whole game. In terms of gameplay, it might be just as fun as the space world. I don't know, it's hard to say. But I do like the music of the space world better, and it makes me slightly like those levels better than this one. But that doesn't mean that I don't like the music and visuals in this level. This level is insane with the visuals. So let's get going, alright? Pointless moving platforms here, they go up and down and they have no reason to. It doesn't add challenge to the game at all, they're just kinda there. Oh well, and I just wasted a power-up on that. I should have waited to grab that kill everything on screen power-up, but I forgot that that's what was in that box and I took it when I didn't need to. Oh well, time to kill these guys. Now one thing I like about those ghosts, I think they're ghosts, the ghost clowns, is when you butt bounce on them and they have a that was a miserable attempt trying to kill them, but the animation when you beat them, I love that, how they fall all the way down and explode when they hit the ground. If you do it when they don't have any ground to fall on, they just explode midair. But I love watching that though, it's so satisfying. Just yeah! That's the feeling I get whenever I beat those guys, when they have a platform to fall under, but a lot of times they're over bottomless pits and they just explode midair, which is still satisfying, but less satisfying, and less satisfying means less good. Alright. One thing I haven't brought up yet is the Game Boy Advanced version of this game, which is basically this game as an isometric 2D platformer, which I have to say, even though the game feels completely different when playing it in 2D, in terms of level design, for most of the game they actually did a pretty good job keeping the levels almost exactly the same, but just in 2D. However, some aspects though got changed, for lack of a better word, when it became 2D. And this level probably took a hit the worst. Because since most of this game involves spinning platforms, and well, you know, it's hard to have, you know, rotating things in 2D without redrawing a sprite for everything, you know, it would have gotten complicated. Instead, they changed it where it's like treadmills in the air that, it's like 4 treadmills in the air where each treadmill tries to push you off in a different way, which it's kind of similar, but extremely different, and it's weird. Except those barrels right there got changed the most. Instead of having a spinning barrel that you run through like those, they have it where it's platforms coming out of the wall. Yeah, it's not quite the same thing, but oh well. It's the Game Boy Advance version, it's less good anyways. They got rid of an entire world from the game, and for the most part, most worlds only have 2 levels in the Game Boy Advance version. Like, Gimme Space isn't in the Game Boy version. They only have Space Race and Far Out. It's kind of weird. Oh, and the music took a hit, because in the Game Boy Advanced version, each level, or each world, only has 1 song that gets used for each level within the world. So the Pirate World, for example, every pirate level does the Buccaneer Beach music. There's no change in the music that it uses. And at least they did Buccaneer Beach for the pirate levels, but for the space levels, they use Space Race as the song, not Far Out. Why? Far Out's such a good song, and Space Race is not bad, but it ain't Far Out! It's a Game Boy version, I guess. Just, if you really want to play it, go ahead, but it's not really that great. Other than just it's interesting seeing this game turn into a 2D isometric platform. I'm not even talking that much about this level at this point, which I don't know why, because it is such an awesome level. I mean, why am I not talking about it? I have to ask myself that. Oh well, that's an M. So this is the level when I try to get all the letters, because this is probably the easiest of the Funhouse levels. Especially the last one, they get pretty hard. And trust me, the last one, many people actually consider the hardest level in the game, which I don't know if I'd say that, but it is pretty close to the hardest level. This is when the difficulty in the game really picks up. It's not at its worst here, but it picks up a good amount. Okay, stick out your tongue, say ah. Thanks. Now I can get across. Hit that switch, get the banana. Oh god, I gotta make that, Oh, well, what was I doing there? I could have made that. Why didn't I keep going? Oh, right, I was backtracking. And was there a reason I'm backtracking? I guess there wasn't. I have a bad habit of forgetting what I did when I play the game, and then I say, what am I doing? And I'm like, oh, I had a purpose. But then again, I didn't really have a purpose there because, well, there was nothing to backtrack to. I did it for no reason. Oh yeah, see that orange stuff down there? That's not a platform. It's a bottomless pit. Don't stand on it. I don't know why exactly they make it act like a bottomless pit, but okay, it's a bottomless pit. I guess it's the literal use of, as long as you make it orange, and you make it, a glowing bright color, it is dangerous. And hey, look, I forgot to change the button inputs back at first. It took me a while to notice that. Bam! These guys will not be affected by any of your attacks except the super dot smash. Regular butt bounce doesn't do a thing. Rev roll doesn't do a thing. Dot smash doesn't do things. Super one gets them. But the problem is it takes so long to charge up that, the chance of you not being able to hit them is pretty high. And the fact that if they hit you when you're charging up makes it where you can't attack, that's pretty frustrating because they don't really hurt you necessarily, but they just knock you backwards. So normally with them the danger is if they knock you off the edge, which here they don't do, but there are later areas where they can be a bit more of a challenge. And just regular explosion, no animation of him falling down, just boom. Less satisfying than watching him fall, but oh well. Now I still want to know if those guys are ghosts right there. It's really hard to tell. They look like ghosts, but maybe they aren't. The reason why I think they might not be is just the fact that, well, when you kill them, you don't see them turn into eyes like you do with regular ghosts. So what are they exactly? They just clown creatures? I mean, clowns aren't creatures, they're always something in disguise. I just let myself get hit for no reason there just to show the metal sound. Yeah, fruit, banana, stuff. Yeah, this is kind of one of those areas where there's unnecessary backtracking. It's not horrible, but it's kind of it's weird. It's like you hit a switch, it makes fruit appear, and you literally just have to redo what you did a second ago to get the fruit. And it's like, why do we have to do that? It's just kind of odd. It doesn't really add much, just random backtracking. But, oh well, that is all the letters. And that is the end of the level. Now, forget what I said about the space levels having the easiest special stage, because now that I think about it, I think these levels have the easiest special stages in the whole game. Pac-Man! Alright, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go! All you have to do in these special stages is just butt bounce on that thing and then get across the balloons to get all the fruit. If you stand on them too long, they pop, but it is not that hard. Look, I am doing this without any issue at all. Was this supposed to be difficult? I mean, yeah, you almost run out of time at it, but, you always do it at the exact same speed each time, because there's really not much challenge. It's just, I don't know. The balloons take so long to pop, it's not that hard. I can't really complain, though. I mean, hey, look at all this loot I got right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But I'm going to skip it. Reading memory card. Saves. Writing memory card. And let's continue on to the second carnival level. Or funhouse level, I guess. Funhouse, carnival, they're kind of all connected. Some people call it the circus levels, but it's the funhouse level. If you go to the main select screen, that's what it calls it. Alright, here we go. Barrow Blast. And I have to say, this is the level that, a lot of times when the, I'm tripping over my words here. I shouldn't be doing that. In Pac-Man World, all of the mazes for each world remixes, it's not even remixes, it just reuses one of the level songs for the maze. Like the Pirate Space level does the music to Buccaneer Beach, the Ruins one does it to Manic Mines, and the Space one does it to Space Race, etc., etc. Normally when they remix a song, I think they chose a pretty good song to do it. I mean, I would have preferred Far Out over Space Race, but I still love Space Race. This level song right here, I don't love that much. I mean, it's a level, but it's not that catchy, unlike every single other song in the entire Funhouse world. But they chose this one to remix for the maze levels. It always bothers me. I mean, it's not a bad song, but it's just like, why this one out of all of them? The other songs are so much catchier, especially Spin Dizzy. But I can't complain, I guess. Well, I can complain, but I just won't complain anymore. Why this level? I like the song, I really do, but just, you have 2 other levels with fantastic songs, and you use a mediocre song. Camera angle! Camera angle. Camera angle. Ow, that didn't hit me right there. Did you just see that? That did not hit me. Yeah, the Steam collision detection gets a little wonky at times. I mean, normally the game kind of accommodates for it where there aren't that many sections where, you can run farther than the Steam thing, because most of the time it's in 2-dimensional sections like this. So, that frustration isn't really there, because normally, it accommodates for the fact that you aren't going to run around it. But that's one of the few sections where you actually can go around it. So the collision detection feels really weird there, because it's like, it goes out farther than it should. I guess you can't be in that you can't be in between them at all, maybe? I don't know. I forgot. But the point is, if you can't be in between them at all, then make it where you draw the steam going out farther so I don't have to worry about that. Ack. Alright, time for some barrel hopping. Now, this section right here is where the game's camera system can kind of mess you up. And it's one of the few times where it's like, it would be one thing if that, the game just had like a small part where the camera does it, but no, there are several sections where the camera makes the entire section difficult, and that's one of them. I really wish for that part they could have backed the camera up. Oh well. Woo! Rev roll. Alright, let's hit this switch and see what we have up here. Slow moving platform. Finally up. These games love showing you every single thing that a Switch does, and it's always in such a painstakingly slow sequence. World 2 got worse about it, actually. This game, at least, it just shows you the thing. World 2, not only does it show you what you've done in a very slow way, but a lot of times it has an entire sequence of the camera leaving Pac-Man and going up to whatever part you changed to show you what happened. And, I mean, like, I can understand if they really thought it might be confusing, but sometimes it really drags on. But I'll get to World 2 when I get to World 2. Let's head up. This is one of those areas where butt bouncing makes it a lot easier than regular jumping. Like, a lot easier. Alright, let's get up here. You don't want it to take you too far to the side, because those red things will hurt you. Even though they act like instant death when they're, far below you, like they're a bottomless pit. In these areas, they just take away health. It's not instant kill. Alright. That is a very, very easy to find A. Like, I don't mind when, they put one of the collectible pieces close to the pathway, as long as it's just a tiny bit out of the way, but my god, they put that, like, right in your pathway. It's weird. Whoa, no! Oh, why did I jump there? That was bad. Ugh. That was unfortunate. Let's head back up here. Okay. Watch out for these things. Okay, good. I barely made it. Now, the frustrating thing about these areas is you can never tell what's in the boxes, so it's like, you want to jump off at every single box to figure out what's in it. But it's like, if you get a box, you have to go all the way back down and come all the way back up. Alright, moving down. Hooray! Banana! Let's see what's in here. Hooray! Health wedge. Let's see what's down here. Or I'm just gonna go up. Maybe I forgot the way it works. My guess is if I kept on going down, there'd be a letter. I've 100%ed this game before, but I just kind of forgot. That's my guess, though, that thing takes you down to a letter, but no, I'm not doing it. You gotta be careful in this section. There are red hot spots everywhere. You don't want to get hit by one of those. No, you don't. Alright, see what that does. Okay, it probably made it where it made something appear on the other side. I don't know. Nor do I really care. I'm just going to keep on moving forwards. Move forwards, watch out for those things. Ow! You know, one thing I do want to talk about in this game is the commercial. It has a pretty humorous commercial, if any of you have ever seen it. Which, I don't want to talk about it too much because it's not really that funny when you hear it, it's only when you see it. So I'm going to say go check out the commercial for this game. It's not like mind-blowingly funny, but it's a humorous little thing you should probably check out. And because I'm not even describing it, that probably felt like a very pointless thing to bring up, but I brought it up anyway, so I brought it up. Alright. Moving forwards, moving forwards, moving forwards. I have a feeling these sections would feel a lot more nerve-wracking if there wasn't the whole butt bounce thing where, you know, like I've said 1,000 times, butt bouncing does make you roll down slopes. But the fact that, you know, that makes you not have to worry about how much it slips a certain way, it really makes these sections feel a lot less difficult than the game design probably intended. Alright. Time for the waiting game.
When I first played this game, these sections always made my hands sweat. I always felt like I was going to die, and I always got nervous during these parts. Now they're like nothing, but when I first played the game, they were pretty annoying. And it's time for the waiting game again. I gotta say, as epic as these sections look, they can be a little annoying waiting for them, but oh well, let's keep on moving. Now we just gotta, whoa. That was a close call. These sections right here feel a lot like Crash Bandicoot since you're always moving away from the camera. And a lot of people say that the entire game feels like that, but I really disagree. Crash Bandicoot, you're almost always moving forwards. This game, most of the time you're moving to the right.